What's up guys, Jenny here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to achieve the infinity tribal braid. I have no idea if that's the correct name for this, but we're making it up. Okay, so with this, what's key with this is you want to definitely do this on someone that has very little to no layers. You want it to be very minimal. So on Ashley here, we went ahead and round brushed her kind of straight, and then I skimmed through it with an iron. So now we're going to use some styling paste by Air Professional. Just get a little on our hands here. I'm going to put a little on my palm too, just so that I can kind of use it as needed. So kind of work that in and then work it throughout the ends. And then I'm going to turn her around so you guys can see. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and brush the hair to just lobe the nape here, and then we're going to go ahead and ponytail it together. All right, so what we're going to do to make it nice and secure is actually do 2 bobby pins and a hair elastic in the middle trick. So with this, I'm going to use my left hand holding on to the ponytail pretty securely, and then I'm going to slip the bobby pin in underneath my knuckle here. And then I'm going to take the other bobby pin and just wrap it around as many times as I possibly can to make it nice and tight. So once I can't go any further, I'm going to go ahead and flip that bobby pin around and then push it down and hide it here. Perfect. So moving forward, using a little bit more of the styling paste, that's just going to keep our sections and our layers nicely together. Okay, before getting started with our infinity tribal braid, we're going to take a small piece of hair from underneath and we're just going to go ahead and wrap it around that hair elastic so that we can hide it. Definitely using some of that styling paste to give it a nice sheen kind of look to it, and that's going to smooth the cuticle. Okay, once we got to the ends, we're going to go ahead and secure it with a bobby pin. By just wrapping the ends around and then pushing it straight up. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to get our infinity tribal braid started. We're going to take the hair that's in the pony and we're going to split it in half. We're going to take a small piece of hair from the right side, again using some styling paste, just kind of make that section nice and clean, and take that section very tightly over that right section. Now it's going to go under that left section and you're going to find it over here. Okay, we're going to go over this section to the left. And then before we go to the right, we're going to grab a tiny piece of hair right here. That's going to be our moving guide, and we're going to go under over to our right. Now we're going to repeat that, but the trick to this is every single time now moving forward, when we're going to do that infinity, we're going to leave a section of hair out. So I'm going to hold on to our sections. Then I'm going to grab a small piece of hair from this right section. And I'm going to go ahead and drop it off and just leave it there. Now pretend that never happened. So pick up our moving traveling guide here, and it's just going to go around that right side, moving under to the left. And now we're over to the left. So we're going to take a small piece of hair from our left and we're going to drop it off, but you want to make sure that this section is the same size as the section over to the right. So it's going to be quite small. We're going to take that section, drop it off. It's going over that section, so now that's going to go under over and then under. And we're over to our right side. So the only time you're gonna grab hair from the two sections is when this section of hair gets a little shorter or a little less dense. So right now it's looking pretty good. So we're back over to the right. So now we're gonna take a small piece of hair and leave it out on that right side. Now we're gonna take that right section and it's gonna go over this section. And then under the left section. So we're back over here. I'm right-handed, so it's a little bit easier for me to grab these tiny little pieces over on this side. So we're gonna drop that section out. We're starting to get a little short, so we're gonna add hair to this momentarily. So this is gonna go over. We're gonna grab a little bit of hair here to that right section, and it's gonna cross over. So now we're back over to the right. We're gonna grab a small piece of hair, and then we're just gonna continue this technique, probably 6 or 8 more passes. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and close it off. So we have the section right here. We're gonna go one more pass kind of on both sides till we run out of a little bit more hair here. And then we are going to go ahead, when we get over to the left, we are going to take another bobby pin and then do a little styling paste here on it to kind of help it hold it into place, and then slide the bobby pin in, do your little figure 8 movement here. Then we're gonna do another pass going over, and then we're gonna take that bobby pin, and if you can imagine, it's just gonna slide right in the spine of that infinity braid. So we're just gonna slide it right there. So you have no idea it exists. So you can see how we have these fun sections through the side. You could definitely leave it like that if you'd like, but what we're gonna go ahead and do is actually create another ponytail and then pull out these little pieces throughout here. So that kind of gives it that infinity tribal look we were going for. So we're gonna gather the hair, take a hair elastic, band it into place. We're gonna cover that hair elastic with some hair, but before we do, we're gonna pull on those sides. You can make the sides however big and wide you'd like. You could even define them a little bit more. Like for example, you can take your tail comb and go throughout and kind of pull it up and maybe hairspray it if you're going for a more editorial look, so you guys can kind of have some fun with it. But we're just gonna pull it out today. So when you're pulling it out, you want to be very careful. Perfect. Do the same thing on the opposite side. I'm going to use some hairspray. So now we're just going to go ahead and hide that hair elastic by again taking a small piece of hair from underneath, using some of our styling paste, get it throughout the hair, especially the ends here. We're gonna wrap it around, as much as we can. Then we get close to the ends, tiny bit more styling paste. Take your bobby pin, do your figure 8, and then we're gonna push it through. And we're gonna go to the other side and then push it to the spine of our braid and then fan out that hair. So that is about it. You can certainly do a couple more if you'd like. Again, you don't have to go ahead and close it off by using the hair elastic. So super fun. I feel like you can use this technique in a variety of styles. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon.